Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah. Big Mama's house. Welcome to Big Mama's house. Big Mama's house. Yeah.
Welcome back to Big Mama's house, y'all. I am here with Papa, and we are discussing Welcome to Plathville, Season 2, Episode 7.
Getting there, getting to the end.
What
Hello,
do you
everybody.
Hi. Oh my goodness. Okay, so Episode 7 starts out kind of with a picnic where Ethan, Olivia, Micah, and Mariah are hanging out. And they say that they hardly ever see each other. And they even say that it's kind of silly because they live like right down the street from each other.
Mariah said 3
And that doesn't make any sense to me. If he misses his siblings so much, because he always talks about that he can't see his siblings, he can't see his siblings. But the ones that he's closest to and the ones that he's able to see are right on the road and he doesn't. So some of it seems to me kind of like,
It's him.
yeah,
It's
he's
Ethan. It's
he's
Ethan.
blaming a lot of the fact that Olivia wants him all to herself on the parents.
And here's the thing. He wants what he can't have. Okay? What he thinks he can't have. He has free reign to Mariah and Micah. Can see them anytime.
Yep.
All right. But he basically only wants to see is the younger siblings. When he has access to them,
Yep.
all right, he won't see them either.
Probably.
In my opinion.
Because he's so
That's just
busy.
my opinion. I don't know. That's my opinion.
And then they show off their little matching tattoos, which is cute.
Yes.
And then they watched old home movies on Olivia's phone. And when he's like, yeah, I haven't seen those in years, Micah did. And she's like, yeah, I downloaded them off of your flash drive. And I'm like, why would you go on someone else's stuff and take their videos?
I think maybe TLC gave it to her.
But
for the show.
But I'm just like, that's creepy.
Yeah.
It's kind of the way she put it. It was very weird. I don't know.
He's a weird person. Weird cat.
Ethan says that his parents use his siblings as collateral. I don't agree. I think they honestly at this point believe that they are trying to protect the younger kids from that negative influence of, well, our parents are bad, don't listen to them. That influence more than the drinking or anything else.
Olivia has Ethan so messed up. It's not even funny. And I don't blame totally on Olivia because each person to their own. All right, you control your own life.
Well, and Ethan is making decisions to kowtow and agree with Olivia instead of thinking for himself.
Yeah, which is both Ethan and Olivia's fault in that case.
And then they're talking about how rough, how much they've been working on their relationship, and
I don't want to talk about that because that's
the trip to California is magically going to help.
I don't understand.
I don't. But when they say, a trip to California might help, I'm like, how?
Yeah, he said to escape.
And that's always what they're doing. They're always wanting to go here, go there, and you'll see later it gets worse. Yeah.
I just don't. To this point in time, I don't understand what they're escaping from. I don't understand what their issues are. They live by themselves, have their own damn house.
They're triggered and have PTSD.
It's not like they're living on a parent's basement.
Right.
It's just they got their own house 0.3 miles away from the parents.
And they don't even ever have to see them.
Exactly.
I mean, it's crazy.
It just gets me fired up.
The paranoia is unreal.
Every time they say that, it just fires me up.
But I thought it was really cute when Lydia was talking to her mom about the boy she liked. And she had taken like a week of prayer and fasting to... No, and that's what they...
No. I'm just smiling.
Like typical religion, that's what you do. Yeah. You pray and fast in order to seek answers with God or whatever. And she decided in her heart that he wasn't for her. And when Mariah was asking her about him, she said that he already has a boyfriend and whatever. But when she talked to the mom, she'd already made up her mind. Mm-hmm. So to me, that says Lydia does think for herself.
Yeah.
She didn't go to her parents immediately and be like, what should I do? She thought for herself. She prayed about it herself. And then went to the parents and communicated what was going on.
Yeah.
So they knew what was going on with her. And to me, that does not spell a controlling or manipulative relationship.
No, that situation there, I think Lydia has full control over her. I mean, mostly over her life. You know what I mean? As far as like that is concerned.
Right. And did you I thought it was really funny when Kim admitted that there were four of her ex-boyfriends at her and Barry's wedding and that he didn't know it, but her dad did and thought there was going to be a fight that might break out. I thought that was
I
funny.
wonder if Barry knows that now.
Well, probably now watching it, I mean, everybody knows.
I mean, wonder if he knew like after the wedding. Is what I mean.
No, because she even told Lydia, I don't think your dad knows, so I don't want him to
Oh,
know.
okay.
It's like a little secret between them. It's just cute girl
Yeah.
talk.
Yeah.
And I think that shows that maybe as far as the education goes, maybe they have a valid point, but as far as the controlling thing, I don't see it. I really
See,
don't.
this to me has become Welcome to Plathville. Okay, this to me is welcome to Olivia and Ethan story. That's what it seems like to me. As it's basically over. It's like a 40-minute show,
Mhm.
right? 42 minutes, and half of that is just Ethan and Olivia.
It does seem that way, doesn't it?
Yes, and at least last few episodes. I mean, you don't really see the mom for 5 minutes talking to Lydia. You don't see Barry. You don't see the dad at all.
Yeah.
You don't see in this episode. You don't see any of the younger siblings. You see them in the videos, but what do you do? You don't see many other
Right.
than that. It's always about Olivia and Ethan. You're not going to see an episode without them, most likely.
Well, I guess we'll have to get you caught up and find out,
I
won't
guess
we?
yes, but as far as this point in time, I'm getting Ethan and Olivia overload because it's the same crap, different episode time.
Yeah. But I thought it was really nice of Micah to get up so early to take his brother
Yep,
to the
that was nice.
airport instead of having to take an Uber or
Yeah.
pay for parking. That's super nice.
Got to flex first thing every morning in front of the mirror. That's
Right.
awesome. Yeah. Was he
And
Hulk Hogan?
again, at that point, he talks about how tough the last year has been for him and Olivia. And I'm
Again.
like,
Again.
why?
Again. Too much overload.
And Mike even says in this little interview that Ethan does and always has since he was a little child hate change. Lizard is the same way.
Mm-hmm.
You have
Olivia's bringing big change to him.
every day, it
Yeah.
seems like, and he keeps trying to make her happy.
Grace in
And I think
California has a big change.
But I think it's great that on this trip he has a surprise for her, and he says that Olivia hates surprises, and I think that is exactly a testament to her control issues.
Yeah.
She
Now-
can't even have someone have a surprise again
I
for
can't
her.
remember. Did he didn't reveal a surprise yet, did he?
No,
Okay.
next episode.
Okay. But yeah, Ethan gets weird this episode too. He just becomes weird. California brings out even the more weirder Ethan.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Okay. And then which shows Lydia visiting Mariah at her house, which was super nice. The mom seemed cool.
Oh,
It's like
yeah.
everything was cool. Everything, we've been visiting. Everything's good.
Lydia's kind of chipping the old ice off. She's kind of not Olivia, Lydia. Lydia's put on Mariah's dresses, and she liked that one dress, which I didn't see anything wrong with anyone. To be honest with you.
I think it was the tightness that bothered her.
Yeah, because the length wasn't bad. It was down to the knees.
Yeah, and somehow Mariah convinces her to try on her clothes,
But she tried on the most conservative clothes out of the closet.
which I thought was really cute. And it's, again, a testament to Lydia's personal belief and how she doesn't let anybody sway her. Is when she said, God's my fashion designer.
See, she didn't make her put on her blue jean underwear.
Oh, yeah, those were
She's
gross.
like, I won't make you try these on. So yeah.
And they literally, she even said it looks like underwear.
Yeah, but I mean, it was good on Mariah. She wanted to play dress up with her sister, want to have some sister time, and she didn't make her put on any clothes that she didn't feel uncomfortable with.
Well, I think she felt pretty uncomfortable in Mariah's clothes anyway, just because it was tighter and not as
But it was
loose and like just
they were
hovering.
They were regular dresses that were regular.
I think Lydia, no matter what she's wearing, is very naturally pretty.
Yeah.
And I think Mariah is too. But she just needs to lay off the spider eyelashes and like the crazy makeup and stuff because she has
and the spray tan.
natural beauty. You know what I mean?
And the spray tan.
I just think that they're experimenting with different things because they've never been able to before. Especially Mariah. And she'll figure out who she is. She's just going through that teen phase. Well, I mean, she is only 17, so that's about the right time. So, and then in LA, I think it was because Ethan seems very money conscious, like more like me. I'm more of a spend it on certain things, whereas Olivia, she's very impulsive. But he splurges and rents this really cool convertible for him and Olivia while they're in LA.
Well, if you're gonna be in LA, you better drive in style. You better not be driving no Ford Taurus in LA. Okay.
Okay, I agree.
Yeah.
But I mean, but for him, that was a splurge because convertibles
Yeah.
do cost a lot more to rent than anything else.
Especially with what he drives back in Cairo.
Yeah. And what'd you think whenever they went by the weed shop and he smelled the weed and Olivia was
He's your typical.
kind of judgy and happy that he wouldn't even try it?
At that point in time, at that part of the year, right?
Yeah.
Nothing. I mean, drugs were just weed.
Yeah.
Were just starting to become legal in different states. It wasn't legal in every state.
Well, this was only a couple of years ago.
Exactly. Yeah. But I'm saying,
Sure.
what he's going to realize eventually is that weed is way better than alcohol.
Hang on. Molly wants to find out, say hi to everybody. She's like, I remember too. You can hear her little, maybe a
Little whine.
little ooh in the background. She's like, Mama, I want to be on the podcast. Okay.
No, but he's gonna realize that drinking is no different,
Well-
no better than pot.
Well, you know, that was me growing up, though. I had it
same
drilled into my head that
Same way.
drugs are bad, weed is bad, all that stuff is bad, bad, bad. And I resisted even when it was legal here for a long time because of that. And I was just like, I had to get over my own mindset of, you know, well, this is because for a while there, I was drinking because of the pain, and that's not like me.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, I'd rather smoke weed and just chill out.
Yeah, and then it became marijuana became legal. So
Yeah, and all that's legal
no
now.
different than aspirin now.
Well,
But I mean, legal.
but so I mean, I understand where he's at in his mindset now. And yes, when initially things, you know, you have to just learn to slowly. You can't expect someone
No,
to
exactly.
overcome a mindset or a belief like right now.
I have nothing against Ethan in that situation because I was the same way too.
Yes.
You know that.
Yeah.
I drank a lot.
Yeah.
You know, but I never, even to this day, I don't do weed.
And I agree with Ethan though. Weed does stink. That's why I prefer the vapes. Just a personal
he used to
preference.
stink with his feet, right?
Oh my goodness. We'll get to that. And then when Lydia is at Mariah's house and Micah gets home and he shows
That's
her
just weird.
those pics of his modeling photos and the one of him in the Speedo where his junk is very prominently on display. I mean,
Yeah.
they're clothes, but you can see everything.
From the chest up was fine.
Why
Like
would you
from
show?
here up is fine?
Yeah,
But-
that's inappropriate. I would not want to see my brother like that.
Yeah, and she didn't want to see it either.
You're
She
a
turned her
dude.
head.
Did you want to see your brother in a Speedo at the pool?
No. Have you seen my brother? No.
Stop. I don't care how good looking a dude is. If it's your family, you
No.
don't want to see that.
Exactly. And Lydia turned her head.
And I love how even though she obviously has
He's just really narcissistic. I mean,
that might have been productions like Hugh, like, hey, see what Lydia thinks, haha. You know.
Still, I think he would do it.
But I like that despite her personal beliefs and not agreeing with a lot of what they do,
Mhm.
that she's always also says it's not her place to judge.
Yeah.
And that's always been my belief. I have my belief in God. I will tell you my belief in, you know, do my best to spread the word of God in the capacity I have. But I'm not going to judge you for the decisions you make because that's between you and God,
Yeah.
not me. So I like that. And then when, you know, they talked about the boyfriend thing and all that stuff. And and Lydia also said she's perfectly at peace with God about her decisions in her life. So if she's happy, you know, and at peace, I think she's much better off than Mariah and Micah with all their supposed freedom.
Yeah.
Because they're unhappy. They're not at peace, you know? So I think Lydia has something special in herself where she can find that peace in herself.
Yeah, Mike and Mariah. I think Micah's happier than Mariah is right now because he's doing what he wants to do.
Yeah, and he's got
But
girls.
Mariah in her head she's all screwed up right now.
Speaking of Micah, yes, he's a bit of a narcissist right now,
bit?
just because, again, they were never.
He's Lex Luger in the 90s, okay?
Oh my God. But I mean, you have to give it to him. That takes a lot of commitment.
No,
I mean,
it's hard.
you know, and it's not easy to get that, you know,
Hard work.
that ripped or whatever you call it. So, I mean, you got to give it to him. He does have a work ethic because obviously he's still working too, you
He's in
know?
the gym all the time.
So it's like in between his actual, like, pay the rent job, his modeling jobs, and then, you know, the gym and the skateboarding with friends. So, I mean, he's really getting out there and, you know, I don't think he spends a lot of time at home.
No, I don't think so either. No,
Okay, so
you
we're
can't.
gonna, of course, everything is just Ethan and Olivia. The rest of this is them in
Of
LA.
course it is.
The dinner at the Japanese restaurant where Ethan makes everything about a little 12-year-old sex joke.
It's just
No, wait, he mentioned he was alluding to a um what do you call it? Mouth on genital sex,
yeah.
him eating
Yeah.
stuff. And I was just like, I can't believe they aired that, first of all, and I can't believe that he would say it on camera.
I can't believe he would actually admit what he did in church at 13.
Well, he didn't know what it was. Is the point.
Nobody should admit that.
I think he might have been a little drunk
Especially if he did it at
because I think they were
church.
drinking sake.
Especially if he did it at church. Yeah, they sakied it to him, all right. They made him bring out one of his dark secrets.
No, he was just laying on the floor looking at a book. It started rocking and it felt good. And that's what happened. He didn't even know what
It
was
doesn't matter.
happening.
You don't admit that crap on camera. If it's one thing, if you're admitting it to your wife in bed,
Yeah.
you're talking about that there, that's fine. But not, shame on TLC for hearing it.
What do you think about the parents not giving any of them any kind of talk
Yeah,
until one the night before his wedding, and then his mom tried again the morning of his wedding?
the dad, this is where I'm kind of lucky I don't have any sons.
Yeah.
The dad should have.
You would not do it well.
No, I know I would do it, but not well. I don't know what parent does do it well.
I did it great.
Would you gonna have a diagram?
I
But
did.
I mean, Barry should have sat down Ethan. Okay, right when he first met Olivia in that situation.
I think you should have a talk about puberty and body changes and things that happen in like 13, 14.
Okay, well, I thought you were talking about the other thing.
But I mean, as far as the sex talk,
I thought you were
I mean, if you don't want to have the sex talk until they're getting married, then when they got engaged or like a week before the wedding, a month before the wedding, have like a couple of sessions.
Olivia.
A couple of sessions where you sit down and like talk about it and then come back again and see if you have any questions or anything like that.
Yeah.
Now
they're just gonna be weird about it now.
Well, evidently they got it going on just fine because
Well,
I got some. I'll tell you something after the podcast. After this,
okay.
Hang on. So they go to Joshua Tree that they had made fun of poor Ethan about, and Olivia even noted how much happier Ethan got the farther away from the city they got.
I want to point out one thing. Ethan did get Olivia in this episode, which made me smile and laugh.
Yes.
The whole ejector button. Okay.
Yes.
That was probably
priceless.
That was
a little bit genius.
That was the best part. Even though it's simple and we've all done it. Okay. That was the best.
Come up with that on the fly like that.
That was the best part of the episode.
Yes, go Ethan. You win this one. Ding, ding, ding. You win this episode.
Yeah, you win season 2, episode 7 when you're about the ejector button. I know it's been how many years, but you're finally winning.
We know at your house you don't get to win much, so you get this one, bud.
Yes. But I mean, you should know there's no ejector button in a car. Okay.
You'd think, but a little bit.
But Ethan finally got Olivia and her not knowing something.
And he's like, and the fact that you got it on camera, a win-win-win-win.
Yes, right.
So Ethan has been alluding to the surprise he has for Olivia. We'll find that out in the next episode, evidently. But at this desert retreat in Joshua Tree they went to, what do you think about sound baths and couples massages and all that new agey?
We'd try it, wouldn't we?
If we had the money, heck yeah.
Sound baths doesn't sound bad.
No, it's basically they use these bowls and it makes those ooh, and they use different ones and the vibrations are supposed to like help heal you and like calm you and things. I don't think there's anything bad about that. I think it sounds like a very relaxing, peaceful thing.
Couples massage, I'd be a little worried about.
You'd be the same way.
Yes.
You don't want a guy touching you.
About feet either. My feet are fine.
About someone touching you.
Yes.
You don't want other people touching you.
I don't want to get massages around here.
You barely let me massage you.
Exactly. So So yeah, I mean, I would probably if we wanted to do it, I would probably do it. It was you and me, but I'd be like Ethan. I'd
Yeah,
be a little
look,
hesitant,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I would.
yeah.
But I think
I
after I was done, I'd be fine.
yeah. You're always like that though. Getting you somewhere is like pulling teeth, but once you're there, you have a blast.
Yeah,
You're
a
annoying.
lot of
Just
times.
saying.
A lot of times.
But I
Not
love you.
all the time.
No, 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 never. And then Ethan also wins number 2 for this episode when he asked massage therapists if they also massage animals. Because, they do have massage therapists that help animals with issues
Yeah,
and
catch that
things.
part. That's fine.
They also do acupuncture and stuff on animals. They do all this new agey stuff on animals too. So it's a valid question.
How about the part where we talk about the stinky feet? I wasn't happy. I mean, it was kind of funny.
Yeah.
As TLC, I was asking the massage therapist about Ethan's feet. Do they stink?
Yeah.
And massage therapists probably didn't even. I mean,
I'm sure
she
that's a
probably
normal thing. People
exactly.
fart during their massages. Dudes get boners.
Oh yeah, that's all
I mean,
normal.
bodies are weird.
So they probably didn't notice. I mean, she said she smelled something, but it's probably no different than what she usually smells anyway.
Right. I mean, I just and here's the thing: all the boys in the family have stinky feet.
Yeah.
And because it's been mentioned in different
I don't
episodes.
understand how, because they run around their house without shoes.
Sometimes it's a genetic thing.
Well,
Honestly,
I mean,
it's just.
diabetes has an issue with that too.
But I mean, so yeah, certain health conditions.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's just a genetic stinky feet
I
thing.
mean, me.
And it was never really a big issue because they went barefoot and I think being in shoes makes your feet stink worse.
See, back in the day when I wore black shoes and I lived in Pennsylvania, right? I wore black shoes and I walked
Everywhere.
to college, right? To wash dishes. I walked 3-4 miles to. I'd wash dishes. I have like for 8 hours. The water would be on my shoes and my feet. I'd walk home, another 3-4 miles home. I would get home, take my shoes off, and my roommates do my shoes out the door.
I don't blame them because I was familiar with stinky
the
shoes.
combination of the wetness and the sweat is not a good combination.
No, and I mean, that's just biology. You can't help that.
Right now, my feet do not stink anymore.
They do not. We also don't work in with water all the time.
Well, and I'm saying that's the only reason they did.
Yeah,
Wasn't a.
It's just a human body thing. Yeah. It's not something that they can help. But okay, I think that's enough.
Stinky feet talk.
For episode 7, we will be back very soon with episode 8, season 2 of Welcome to Plathville. Until then, y'all, buckle up. Stay new to your pets.
Subscribe.
And please be kind.
Subscribe.
Bye y'all.